You ever buy something you didn't need, agree to something you didn't want, or walk away from a conversation wondering why you feel guilty for existing? Congrats! You've just been bamboozled by the subtle, manipulative, dark arts of everyday psychology. These tricks don't require a crystal ball or a villainous mustache, just a basic understanding of how your brain is wired and how disturbingly easy it is to exploit it. From advertisers to co-workers to your sweet little grandma, yes, even her, these tactics are hiding in plain sight, shaping your choices while you think you're in control. Let's get right into it. Number 10, the foot in the door trick. Imagine someone asks, "Can you sign this petition?" You say yes because you like puppies or trees or whatever. Then a week later, they're like, "Cool, now can you donate $20 to our cause?" And suddenly you're $20 poorer and morally locked in. This is called the foot in the door technique, a manipulation classic. Start with something small, something that feels harmless. Then, once your brain has said yes, it's way more likely to keep saying yes to bigger requests. Why? Because humans crave consistency. You agreed before, so you must be the kind of person who supports this. To say no now would be emotionally uncomfortable. It's like your own ego cornered you with a polite voice and psychological duct tape. Salespeople use this, cult leaders use this. And your cousin's MLM pitch? Oh yeah, classic foot in the door. Step 1, just attend the info session. Step 2, now you're selling crystal-infused nail polish on Facebook. Basically, one innocent sure opens the door for manipulation to waltz in wearing a friendly smile and holding a clipboard. Number 9, gaslighting light. You misremember something, someone corrects you, then you apologize, but somehow you still feel like you're going insane. Welcome to the subtle cousin of full-blown gaslighting, soft reality distortion. Unlike classic gaslighting, which involves malicious denial of your experiences, this version is sneakier, more like, "Oops, did I say that?" Or, "Wow, you're being really sensitive today." Over time, it rewires your confidence in your own memory and perception. You start second-guessing everything. Did they actually say that? Am I overreacting? Is my personality the problem? This is a manipulation buffet served in small bites, and when used in relationships, workplaces, or friend groups, it slowly erodes your trust in your own reality, while the manipulator keeps their hands clean. And the worst part? It's so subtle you don't realize it until you're triple-checking your tone in text like you're defusing a bomb. If someone constantly reinterprets your experience for you, congrats, you've got yourself a reality editor, one with no credentials and a smug attitude. Number 8, the illusion of scarcity. Only 2 left in stock. Limited time offer. Act now or lose everything. Your brain hears these and goes full raccoon in a trash fire mode. Must, have, now. This is the scarcity effect, and it's one of the easiest ways to make people panic buy, overcommit, or say yes when they should absolutely say nope. We're wired to value things more when they're rare. It's an ancient survival thing. Berries, shelter, mates. Scarce equals valuable. But marketers, they exploit this lizard brain panic reflex to get you to smash the buy button before your frontal lobe catches up. Scarcity doesn't even have to be real. A blinking timer, a fake low stock warning, or 3 people are looking at this item right now can flip your logical brain upside down. Suddenly you're buying a glow-in-the-dark portable blender that you didn't want 5 minutes ago, but now feels urgent. Scarcity creates the illusion of worth. It hijacks your decision-making. And yes, it's how people end up fighting in Target over limited edition throw pillows. Number 7, the reciprocity trap. Someone gives you a free gift, a sample, a compliment, a cookie. You didn't ask for it, but now you feel like you owe them something. That's reciprocity bias, the built-in obligation to return a favor even when you didn't ask for it. Humans are social creatures, and fairness is our jam. So when someone gives us something, our brain frantically starts calculating how to even the score. This is why charities give you free address labels, why real estate agents offer cookies at open houses. Why that guy at the mall forces a perfume sample into your hand and suddenly you're trapped in an awkward smelling hostage situation. And the best part? You don't even have to like the person to feel obligated. Your brain just wants to reset the balance sheet. Manipulators love this, because once you've received something, anything, they can nudge you for a favor, and your guilt-ridden little moral center will whisper, "Well, they did give me a magnet shaped like a llama." Boom, you're hooked. Cookie in hand, wallet cracked open. Number 6, the authority, illusion. A guy in a lab coat tells you that this energy drink boosts IQ. He has a clipboard, a graph, a confident voice, and no actual credentials. But you believe him anyway. That's the authority bias, your brain's blind faith in people who look or sound like they know what they're doing. Doesn't matter if they're an expert in something completely unrelated or just really good at pretending. Your brain sees symbols of authority, titles, uniforms, fancy jargon, and immediately drops its guard like a confused security system. This is how cult leaders thrive. Why influencers start selling supplements. Why someone with CEO in their Instagram bio can convince you to buy digital real estate on the moon. Authority bias turns off critical thinking. You stop asking why something makes sense and start asking where you can sign up. It's not logic, it's psychological cosplay. Basically, if someone talks like a TED Talk and carries a clipboard, your brain rolls over like a golden retriever begging to be led. Number 5, the anchoring hack. You're shopping for a TV. The first one you see is $2,000. The next one is $900. Your brain goes, wow, what a deal. Except that $900 TV might still be overpriced, but now you've anchored to $2,000, so everything else feels like a bargain. Anchoring is a Jedi mind trick where the first number, idea, or detail you're exposed to warps everything that follows. And marketers, they know this like they know how to spell limited time offer. Want to sell a $90 bottle of shampoo? First, show the $300 one. Boom, $90 seems reasonable. Want to make your rent sound fair? Mention how bad the market is first, then casually slip in your price. Anchoring works because your brain's lazy and loves shortcuts. It doesn't calculate value, it compares. And the first number it sees becomes the ruler everything else is measured against. So, yeah, if someone drops a ridiculous price or idea first, don't dismiss it as random. They're not negotiating, they're priming you. Number 4, the social proof trap. Imagine you walk past 2 restaurants, one is empty, the other has a line out the door. Which one do you assume is better? Welcome to social proof, the psychological phenomenon where we copy other people's behavior in a desperate attempt not to be the weird one. It's our brain's way of outsourcing judgment because, hey, if everyone's doing it, it must be right. Right? Not always. Manipulators exploit this with fake reviews, fake followers, laugh tracks, applause signs, and influencer hauls that are 98% sponsored. It doesn't matter if the product's good. What matters is how many people seem to like it. And your brain, being the trusting goldfish it is, says, if 6,000 strangers gave this 5 stars, who am I to question it? Social proof turns peer pressure into a sales tactic. It's why you joined that app, bought that skincare, took that quiz to see what type of bread you are, and before you know it, you're not just following the crowd, you're letting it think for you. Number 3, framing for emotional manipulation. Let's say a doctor tells you a treatment has a 90% survival rate. Sounds good, right? But if they say it has a 10% death rate, suddenly terrifying, even though it's the same number. This is framing, and it's one of the slickest, most subtle forms of psychological manipulation. It doesn't change the facts, it changes how the facts feel. Want people to eat more carrots? Don't say low fat, say guilt-free. Want voters to support a policy? Call it pro-family instead of increased surveillance. Same stuff, different packaging, wildly different response. Framing works because your brain doesn't just process data, it reacts emotionally to how that data is presented. Positive framing triggers hope, negative framing triggers fear. And fear, my friends, is the crown jewel of manipulation. Politicians, marketers, and that one friend who always guilt trips you, they all use framing because if you can't change the facts, just change the context. Your brain will fill in the rest with panic, guilt, or misplaced optimism. Basically, it's emotional clickbait for your subconscious. Number 2, the fear appeal bomb. Imagine a commercial starts with a heart attack, not a product, not a logo, a heart attack. Then they tell you it could happen to you if you don't buy this particular vitamin supplement with vaguely suspicious ingredients. That's fear appeal, and it's a classic manipulation technique that grabs your primal brain by the ankles and shakes it. Fear-based messaging bypasses rational thought. It spikes adrenaline. It shrinks your thinking to danger equals bad, product equals safety. The scarier the setup, the more relieved you'll feel when a solution, conveniently sold by the same people, swoops in to save you. Fear appeal shows up in everything from insurance commercials to political ads to anti-drug campaigns. It's the emotional equivalent of throwing a spider at your face, then handing you a broom and saying, "You're welcome." The catch? It doesn't always have to be dramatic. Sometimes it's as subtle as, what will people think if you don't wear deodorant? That little whisper of shame is enough to crack your confidence and open your wallet. So next time someone says, You'd be stupid not to. Ask yourself, are they informing you or threatening you with a nightmare they made up? Number 1, the "but you're free" trick. You ever had someone say, you don't have to, but, and then immediately felt like you absolutely had to? That's the "but you're free" technique, one of the sneakiest psychological nudges in existence. It works by giving you the illusion of control right before subtly taking it away. Research shows that when someone acknowledges your freedom to say no, it makes you more likely to say yes. It's counterintuitive, it's manipulative, and it works like a charm. For example, you're free to leave a tip. You don't have to come to the meeting, but it'd mean a lot. No pressure unless you want to make a difference today. Suddenly, you're nodding, agreeing, donating to a cause you didn't even understand 5 seconds ago. Why? Because your brain loves autonomy, but it also hates disappointing people. So when someone frames your freedom as a gift you could choose not to use, your inner guilt gremlin takes the wheel. In short, if someone says you're free to decide, they've already decided for you. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.